Hello
Hello.
and welcome. We had a 2 week break. I was at my parents' place and then I was at the cottage. And we had very nice midsummer and was watching Antti's game there and then exciting news also like in the world and stuff like that. So it was interesting cottage trip. It was very nice. Well, this week has been very hot here, so
Yeah.
I've been using my portable AC that I bought. That has been a saver.
Mhm.
Yeah, and Congress is very soon coming.
Cervix.
Yeah, only 3 weeks. So we will only have like this week and next week, and then I'm already like because I'm having 1 week break from work before Congress, so I'm going to my parents and so only this week and next week are going to be streams.
Mhm.
Hello, Dave and Saktis and Sieku. Yeah. So how was your 2 weeks or?
Warm and sleeping become challenging.
Yeah.
And other than that, not too much. Other than that, just keep working as usual. And yeah, you watch Auntie's game. I watch Auntie's game too. And then we are gradually, as you have mentioned, in the preparation for, let's say, in general for the upcoming Congress, but specifically for many of my students for European Championship.
Yeah.
I think this year we have, namely, I have 5 in European Championship. Namely, I have 5. I say namely is mainly because actually 2 of them I'm preparing carefully. 3 of them they probably do not need me.
Yeah. I'm just checking like how many people are there now in the Congress.
670 something.
Why is it so slow?
700
at the moment. Yeah, nice.
Okay, already 700. I see.
There's more than 700 coming. That's nice.
Yeah.
I hope my AC is not too loud. It might make some noise. Probably not too much. So how was your 2 weeks chat?
Yeah.
Right. I didn't upload or publish the streams from like that past 3 streams yet because I edit the first part out and like that takes like some hours. I was doing that just before this one because I was about to do it before I went to my parents, but I forgot. So then I was doing it only this week, and now I was doing it because I have to like do it in multiple steps now because I'm going to edit the first part out in YouTube. But now I'm thinking like maybe I shouldn't do that at all and just mark the timestamps because you can make chapters to YouTube. So I marked this year's all streams from this year. I marked the chapters there, so you can see like where the stream is starting when we are starting to talk about the first game and when we are going to start about the second game. So you can see those timestamps in YouTube now. So I was thinking like because it's pain in the ass to like edit in the YouTube because it takes like basically the next day I can only like publish it again with the like edited version. So I was thinking like maybe I will just use the timestamps so you can see like from the timestamp like where the stream is starting, because I know it's like probably like hassle for you also to watch from YouTube, so that like when are we going to start talking because you don't have any indicator. But now when there's an indicator, I hope that helps. So I was thinking maybe I won't edit those starts out anymore, but like just mark the timestamp. Let me know like what do you think. I will put the like 3 streams now without the first part because obviously I've done already those, but I'm just waiting that I can publish them. So those will be published in like, well, first one right when I can publish it, and then the next ones will come like probably next week in some point. Not all at once, because otherwise your YouTube feed will be like full of full of the streams. But yeah, just letting you know about this, and like let me know how do you like it if I just make the timestamps and not the cut. But yeah, so we have the Pro Championship, and I guess we should talk about that. There were many games, and I guess like European Federation channel already like talked about it mostly, but again like probably not that much in detail or whatever. So we will go deep into them. So do you have any favorites, or do we have anything else to talk about this week? Because I don't know what else happened.
I don't think anything else has happened. Of course, there's always we are in Europe. There's always tournament, but there's nothing major. The next major tournament will be Moyo Open. No, that will be 1 week right before the Congress. But yeah, that's the only one right before the Congress. And then after that is like a European Championship.
Yeah. Oh, and if there are any Finns watching, remember to talk about like what like plan the teams for Finnish championship, Finnish team championship, because like it has been years that like we haven't had that.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
So it would be nice to have like strong team from Oulu, for example.
Yeah.
Like my dream team would be like Janne and Ville and me. So 5-dan, 4-dan, 4-dan. We would have like good chance to win.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that is something. Yeah, I guess our number one issue is not about to talk about to win. I think our number one issue is get 6 teams.
Yeah, sure.
6 teams. That's more important than anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, it's kind of like awkward to have even the tournament. Like if we have 5 rounds and we don't have 16.
Right.
But I hope, like, because Helsinki said like it would affect negatively if we hold it in Oulu. That it would mean that if we now hold it in Tampere, like Olli is already organizing it. I hope that means that like Helsinki people are coming there. I still count myself as Oulu people all the time in Helsinki, but yeah, I will go there now, since Olli organized it like earlier in September, because later I might not be here because like I'm going to Sweden again. So yeah, but yeah, that's about it. So should we put the links about
put the link, please.
Games? So that's the topic for the day, I guess.
Yeah, because there's nothing major else there.
Yeah.
I do have some other games, so like I mean, yeah, as I have mentioned, there's always tournament, and that we have talked in this channel that my 14-year-old student, and recently let's say he played in German tournament, and he already beat Jonas twice in German tournament. But yeah, annoying thing is he beat Jonas twice. He's supposed you beat Jonas, you're supposed to win. But the thing is, in both tournaments he beat Jonas and he didn't win. Yeah. And where's Dave, by the way? I didn't see Dave in either tournament.
Yeah. They're having a slump at the moment, or but yeah, concerts.
Concerts. I see.
That explains a lot. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That explains everything. Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah, I thought you were feeling bad about that one tournament which didn't go too well. So. I saw that you're doing Jamaica streams again. Yeah. So which game should we talk about? Do we have any preference?
I can tell that about this tournament, I have followed the entire tournament, and mostly I have followed Anti's game. And I guess Miko understands my language. Anti-related. So, for example, this game we're gonna decide who is Anti's next opponent. Then I'm gonna watch relatively closely.
Yeah.
And if it's nothing related, then I probably just put it at background. I don't really watch much.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Only watched mainly Anti's games, and then like the pair that was also like playing at the same time.
Yeah.
Not the rounds that Antti wasn't playing.
Yeah.
So,
So, for example, if you ask me what has happened in small final, I have absolutely no idea. Absolutely no idea.
I didn't watch it either. Yeah. That was the day that I didn't have to watch. I guess many people are doing it. I was looking at the like viewer counts or like whatever, like from OGS, and it seemed like Antti is clearly the one getting more viewers, and also like it was funny like how they had the poll about like who is going to win the finals. And the poll was something like only 10% for Mateusz. And was it Andrew Kravitz who was commenting on it, and he was like, no way that like odds is this bad like for Mateusz, like it shouldn't be like it's like Mateusz is playing some like top pro or something like that, like
so
like,
the poll was in their streaming.
Yeah.
Okay. And was the game ongoing at the time, or the game hadn't started yet? Because I wasn't on stream.
It was ongoing, but like the first like
few moves,
few moves, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
It was 15 minutes poll, so like and poll started about the start of the game, so yeah. So yeah, that's funny because like I don't think that the poll was actually the odds of like who like chat thinks will win, but that was more like about like who has more favorites or interested people watching or whatever. That was clearly like not about the strength, but like kind of like who has more fans. So that's why I guess like Antti was crushing in the polls. But again, like game showed like Antti was stronger, but like there's other factors in the game than just plain strength.
Yeah.
80 moves in poll would be being 100% for Antti. Yeah.
But 200 will be 100% to the other side.
Freda said Antti is clearly 2 stones stronger than EGF Pros. That's kind of like a bold statement, I would say, but like, yeah, at least 1 stone. It at least from those games that I like, every single game went like that. They didn't have any chance. They weren't winning in any point. Like the first time Antti was losing was in the finals when things were going worse suddenly. And we had even like discussion about the like in Twitch that about the like very heated discussion that I kind of started there. It was like that like when Antti was winning also the like final game very clearly. I said like, well, the sad part is that like now we don't see the real strength difference between the like between Antti and European Pros. Because if Antti would just crush everyone, like there wouldn't be any indicator like how strong Antti is compared to the other ones. So yeah, we were discussing there, and Freda was there also in the chat, and like we were discussing, and Andri was saying that like Antti made like many mistakes also. So like from those we can see like how strong Antti is compared to other ones, but like the mistakes were so that like Antti wasn't even losing in any point. It was just like that he lost some points, but they weren't even winning against Antti in any point other than the last moves in the last game. But yeah. what to say.
I'm actually surprised to hear you are the one who is talking about this tournament, and I'm kind of talking about this tournament, and nobody else is talking about this tournament. Yeah, remember here actually we were
talking about like somebody will surely ask, but like
yeah,
I was
silent.
I had also something to say,
yeah.
But yeah, let's pick the game and like let's talk about like this later, because I guess many people have like later something to say about the games.
Yeah. We can talk about Anti's game and we can talk about not Anti's game. I think not Anti's game is half of that. Or more than half of that. Clearly more than half of that is not Anti's game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can talk about either.
So do you have any favorites, or do we just pick some random game, or I can post the link again if you missed it. So yeah, these were good games, I guess. Like any pair is fine. And we have seen mainly Anti's games, as we said. So.
Yeah, so other people's game probably, yeah, let's say if you say, can we talk about this game? I need to think about it. Have I ever seen this game? Probably I haven't. Yeah, many of them I haven't.
Yeah. So yeah, I would love to talk about Anti's game, but like if there's any other pair that you want to talk about, then let's go.
Yeah, but I mean, I know that you guys are just listening. Yeah. Fine, but here it is your decision to make choice. Therefore, you can't just listen anymore. You must speak. Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, now we are gonna vote for the next president. I'm just waiting. I do nothing. So no vote.
Someone else will do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd go whatever Jeff suggested. Okay. What did you suggest? One anti-game, one non-anti-game. Okay, yeah. Sure.
I think in this tournament, the only game was more or less challenging to Anti was actually semi-final. That was the only game for very long period of time. The game was even. For other games, it was very soon one-sided.
Yeah.
So if we talk one Anti's game, the only game that is probably valuable to discuss is Anti's game with Stanislav. That game, Stanislav did very good job.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, so that is, if you ask me about my opinion about if we talk about one Anti's game, which one is, I guess it should be the semi-final one. Yeah, and about a non-Anti game, well, that will be slightly challenging. Sorry. Okay, now finally we have someone.
Yeah, so that's a good point, Fanshawe, also that like Antti already commented his games, so NGD people already has some comments.
Yeah, actually I should know about that. The problem is, I actually have Anti's newsletter. Antti did send me his game with commentary. The problem is Anti's commentary, I skip it. I read it and think over by myself. So actually I do not know what Antti has talked about. Yeah, to me it is important. So I get Anti's gift in that sense, including the one from 2 days ago, Ishida's game. Yeah. So I didn't really read much about Anti's commentary because I just, it's kind of like I read the pro game and I think it by myself. Yeah, so I actually don't know what Anti has written there.
Right.
Yeah, but that's me. I understand that most people, they have Anti's commentary, they were going to read through about Anti's commentary. Yes.
Yeah, that's good for like for this stream. So like you're not like
yeah, it's good that so if we talk about that semi-final game, actually I still have no idea what Anti has talked about.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so should we start actually with non-anti game if we are going to talk about one anti game and one not anti game?
Okay.
So then we have more people later to talk about anti game if you.
Okay, but then we have to. Then I mean, it's very difficult for me to choose non-anti game.
Sergio Andre is my suggestion. Okay, yeah.
Sergio Andre. All right. So the small final.
Well, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I haven't seen.
I have absolutely no idea about that game. That game, I don't think I watched a moment.
And I bet like if there are many anti-fans, not many people have seen that game, so that would be good. Let's go with that one. Or
Okay, CRCO with Andre.
or do you have any?
Oh no, that's not a small final. I'm sorry. That's not with
round
Andre.
3.
Round 3. Oh, round 3. Yeah. So it's the final knockout round.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Maybe Yansimara versus Tangi.
Yansimaro is Tangi. That game I actually watched quite a bit because Yansimaro is a nice person. Okay, and actually he plays well. But you know, Tangi is one I root for in this tournament. But yeah, let's say nowadays people I root for don't get a good result. Okay, but then we have 2 suggestions. Vote?
Yeah, sure.
I have 2 suggestions.
If you have any other
yeah, you can still suggest. Now we have 2. You can still suggest. So we have. So that is Stanislav with Andre. And then is Tangi. Alright. So just those 2, no more.
Anything else?
Anything else? Last minute call. Or otherwise we will only vote between those 2. Actually we would prefer if you give a third one, so that make the competition more interesting.
Yeah.
Do we have a third?
Do we throw a wild card there? What would be the wild card?
Yeah, the problem is non-anti-game I have a limited impression. Yeah, that's a major problem. I remember a little bit about the other semi-final, Mateus Ali. That one I remember a little bit. What? Did somebody say something? I'm sorry, I can't see it though.
Yeah. Just curious how Jan plays. Jan.
Okay. Okay. Yes, you say we suggest one here.
Yeah. Well, if chat won't.
I don't know.
Jan Ali.
Yansimaro with Ali. Oh, that game! That game is a famous Ali. Yansimaro throw the game away. Oh God, that game I remember. Yeah, that's not possible to lose that game.
Do we put that one?
You really? Okay.
I don't know.
That you know, those kind of game is painful to watch. Yeah, Yansimaro throw that game away completely.
That looked too strange. Okay, maybe not that one. Third place game.
Well, we just vote with those 2 then, if there's no one else suggest.
There was kind of suggestion third place game or
third place game. Okay, sure. Okay, third place was Stanislav Ali.
Final. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sure.
I didn't watch that at all. So.
Yeah, I know. Okay, the 3 games looks good. Let's vote.
Yeah. 3 minutes and voting is there. Yeah, it's also important. Who actually won that? I didn't check. Ah, Ali. Okay.
Yeah, I heard afterwards Ali won the game.
Right. Anyhow, it's weird that like how well Surma again like did when he hasn't been in any tournaments like. So he just comes and wins the Pro Championship. I hope that he will continue playing now when he has like.
No, he will not gonna play European Championship.
That's ridiculous. Like, he just comes once in a while to play. Like, I don't know. Like we were talking about this earlier. Like in some way, like there should be some kind of system that you lose your pro rank if you don't play enough. That should be a case.
Well, my student, I forgot who actually has reminded me, and I was then actually I remember last year at Vachardoni in the European Congress, European Go Congress. Mateo didn't really play in that tournament at all, but he was there teaching.
Right.
Why he doesn't play? He's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are there, but you do not play. I don't understand this.
It's weird. So yeah, you have about 1
Oh,
minute.
please vote, please vote. Okay, we have. Okay, let's take a look.
Let's see.
Please vote. I don't like this.
Turnout is not good.
Yeah, please vote.
It's not how you make your choice for your president.
Please vote, please vote. I would expect 3 more votes.
Hashtag not my game.
3 more votes, please.
Hashtag not my winner.
Please vote. 3 more votes is required. Okay, I will say like this: 3 more votes, or this result is void. 3 more votes, otherwise it's void. So please vote. Yeah, if you guys do not want to vote to happen again, 3 more votes.
Stream will end. We will not talk about anything.
2 more votes, please. 2 more votes. Okay, I wouldn't change the number anymore. 2 more votes. If you do not want to vote again, 2 more votes. One more vote. One more vote. One more vote, please. One more. Just one more vote. One more vote.
No, now we have to end.
I said the word. Then it's void. I said the word already. Vote again.
Vote again?
Vote again? Because I said one more vote or it's void.
Really?
I said that. I said that already.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. Yeah, then this is the consequence when there's not enough vote.
I mean, don't punish the people.
But I said that.
I mean, there are probably like many lurkers. So like, I know you like you want to be like good politician and like do the decisions based on your like your marketing, but I guess we can go on. This.
Okay.
Yeah, the winner would be anyway like this one if
yeah. I know, but the thing is, I said that let's say 3 more votes or it's void.
Wait,
I said that.
What was the winner? Did you see that?
Stanislav Ali.
Oh, right, yes. Let's talk about that one. How will they learn if we don't show them?
Yeah, you know, if I'm the decision maker, they vote again.
But I know like how many people are watching streams like that they are probably now in the kitchen cooking or whatever, so they are not really here. So even if we vote again, it might be that we don't like get any game.
Okay.
So
yeah, that is the one.
That's the one.
Right.
Close this one.
Okay, this game I have absolutely no idea. So this is a completely new game to me. I roughly remember when Auntie's game was ongoing, this game went much faster. That's all what I remember.
Right. Yeah, I remember that going faster too.
Championship. 23.
23.
Yep.
And then we have Stanislav. That anti-game might end early and we would see more of small final on stream.
Okay.
Well, now we are talking about
we are here already.
Small final now and anti later, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see this game. Absolutely no idea. Absolutely no idea. Okay. Okay. Now I understand what he's talking about. Okay.
Gesture. Right, yeah. Yeah, I was also going somewhere, like when. Right, yeah. I was on Sunday when the game was like already like the and this game was going so well, I was already like I was about to go somewhere. I don't remember where exactly. I was like, okay, now, right, yeah, I remember now. I have like so many movie tickets that I have to use them before they go bad because I bought them with the like a company like gives us like some kind of like a money to use in like the one that you also got.
Those kind of money.
Yeah, so I have to use them now and before like in August they go bad and I have the Congress between, so I have to use them like now. So I was going to movies, and I was like, well, I can go to watch that movie if Antti lose, like Antti wins the game fast, and the game was going very well, like 20 points, like also like in the lead. And I was like, okay, like surely Mateus will like soon resign, and like I can go to movies. But then suddenly the game will start to go bad, so like I was like, now I cannot go to watch that one. I have to go to later one, and like. Then finally I got to go like 8 or something because like
did you see anything?
I finally went to see, and it was the Spider-Man movie, the animated one, that the second part of that one, and it was a very good one. If anyone wants to see a good animated movie, that's a great one. But yeah, let's go to this game.
Okay, I have no idea. Let's see. Okay, so.
So this is small final.
Yeah.
Also Sunday. So resigns about as early as me, basically never. Like 2 hours 30 minutes later, someone messaged me saying Mateus plus 10. yeah. That was a sad day. Yeah,
well, let's come to this game first.
Yeah.
So Piensa.
Everyone having trauma about that game. Weird shapes.
They are both playing in the way they prefer. So Ali is taking the cash he prefer, and Stanislav taking the chaos he prefer.
Chaos.
Yeah, Stanislav like this kind of go.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, is it just me, but how that like shape looks so weird? Like O-game and O-game.
This one.
O-game and K-man, yeah.
But the thing is, white does have some center move around here, so this structure is kind of like white actually organize something. So, some sort of eye shape there. Yeah, so hardly, it's hardly any problem.
Yeah, there's no problem. This looks weird.
Yeah. Okay.
Goalkeeper pictures.
Yeah, as my way to play Go nowadays, I should appreciate this black way to play, but why I feel weird with this structure. This structure feels very weird. Yeah, this structure.
See you, Dusty Buttock.
Yeah. And black plays this one, so black keeps playing as I just survive. I don't want chaos. Okay.
And this happens right away.
Yeah, you get it. And honey, yes, this is just a standard Stanislav. So there's no card, and there's so many forcing move here, and he thought he want to attack this thing severely. But how could I attack this thing severely, even if you have all those?
J17 is pure loss. I was thinking like why do we exchange that? Because you have the RG there anyway, right?
He is saying I have all those, so I can actually attack this without any kind of hesitation. That's what he's saying, but that's what he said. How to attack this thing? I don't see it. Yeah, so I kind of agree with what Duckhead has mentioned here, that the top side of those exchange is premature. Because let's say you'd better have some real matter against the left side, and I don't think he has any.
Facts don't care about white words.
Yeah, but this is something without the extender, it's supposed to happen on the left side anyway. Yeah, so this is kind of like so it actually fixed the gap here, let's say.
Yeah,
it fixed the gap. Yeah, initially this structure was very weird. Now, although there's so many forcing moves, it's less weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at the answer.
Yeah, he's concerned about this group can be attacked and why we're gonna organize the center. As my style, I will definitely gonna Tanuki. Play it in the Apple area.
Yeah.
But I understand his concern. Actually, I should ask here. I should ask Dakat. Will this move be considered as slack when you often say my goal is slack? Will this move be considered as slack? I thought, yeah. To me, I would say this move is slack.
It kind of also limits the left.
Oh, this one is okay. All right.
Because if you don't play this one, then left side is like bigger.
Okay. I wouldn't do it. Yeah, I will. I'm gonna play around here.
I'd also play it fearing it's slack. But you play it, okay? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Ah, this one is huge, isn't it? So to Stanislav, his group is always fine. To me here, I need to swallow this stone to get the cash, then I feel it's fine. Yeah, so to me this move is huge and he's Tanuki.
So F11 moves are something like I should learn also, because like you said, like how some moves, even though they are a little bit slow, it's not a big deal nowadays that you can
yeah.
those kind of moves.
Because I can understand it, because if white has occupied this spot, the center can easily become something. This area is kind of impossible to invade.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the value of this move.
Yeah.
I understand the value here. It's just you want to convince me to play this move myself in the game. It's difficult.
But
even
also that kind of move probably wouldn't drop that much either.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to play thicker style, then those kind of like moves, even though some of them might be slack, they wouldn't drop that much.
Okay. White play there. God, this is so much money. There's so much money. Neither player care about it. There's so much money here.
Right. Yeah. Dave, that's kind of the point that I was also making. Like, so I should play these kind of moves because later I might die with that group. Like, whoops, minus 10 points, minus 15.
I have to say this move I really dislike it, because black already have this high stone. This bottom I don't think it has a very bright future anyway. Therefore, I will definitely gonna take the cash. There's one thing that is right. Okay, here, since we are talking about this topic.
Yeah, it's just going back there. Sorry.
Okay, it's fine. Yeah, but since we are talking about this topic here, I guess I can continue a little bit on this. In many of my lessons, when I'm talking to my students. My students have actually talked about this. I have considered about this move, but I worry about it. It looks very slow, or I worry about it is a slow move. Yeah, and afterwards it is me who actually try to convince them. Slow is better than fast.
Yeah.
Slow is better than fast. When you say this move I feel is a slow move, and eventually it's proven is a slow move, it's not a big difference, because you are probably still doing what you need to do on the board as your major intention. It just is not necessarily the most efficient one. Yeah, but when you say I play a move that is fast, often it looks fast, but you may need to actually come back, so it is actually slow. And or let's say, and then for example, you say you need to come back, but then it will be slow, and then I refuse. That can actually be the reason you lose the game eventually. That is why we say slow is better than fast.
Yeah, because you rarely lose a game because of slow moves, but you can lose a game with fast moves.
Yeah. Of course, neither is good, but when you say this move might be slow, and in a situation which is normal and let's say nothing drastic has happened, normally it wouldn't decide the game anyway. So it's all about your own preference. Yeah. Let's say, for example, as my preference, I cannot play this move. My preference is nowadays is always about there's a lot of money. And then I need to get the money. This move, there's not much money. Okay. Okay. Let's continue here. So he played this one. Let's play Keima. Then black should definitely take this one, right? Because white, this Keima has nothing to do with this stone. You push, I can still jump. So I'm gonna take this one. This move is funny. To me, it should be at least a Hoshi. This one is very funny. Why is this?
I've seen that kind of move played by AI, but I don't know, like, if this situation would be AI's choice. But any case, that looks.
I can't do this.
Like even when AI does that, like it looks super weird.
Neither of those moves I can do. I can do, but this move is at least more or less normal. This one is odd. This one basically give black the next move. I will definitely take this one.
Usually against four wall, no? Yeah, probably, I don't understand what Q10 does if black connects under.
I think, okay, this is my explanation, because here I think that Dakat actually mentioned the other day, just yesterday, when we were talking to each other. He said, I'm always analyzing about people. I'm not necessarily analyzing about Go. I'm analyzing about people. I guess that's something I'm good at. We have I have some project in which I work with Auntie. So Dakat is one. The other one is Davide. Nowadays, and I actually nowadays already feel strange. Sometimes Auntie was reviewing the game, for example, for them, and Auntie may actually ask me, either during the review or after the review, Jeff, do you have any opinion? My reaction is, why you ask me? Go part is your work. My part is the people, is tactic. Talking about the go, whatever you say, we follow. So he doesn't need to ask me. So go part is not, especially Auntie's go is clearly far more advanced than mine. So in general, let's say those students in Go, they follow Auntie. But when coming to let's say important tournament tactic, I hope they were gonna listen to my advice. So here, I will analyze people here. When Stanislav played Keima, he is doing the natural move to attack black that one stone. Okay? And he expected some sort of conflict, let's say. For example, because if he were black, he might actually, for example, pillar here to resist, aiming for this one. And when Ali play here, and he feel like, I jump down here, capture that one stone, it's too small. It's so narrow, I don't like it. Therefore, I Tanuki. Regarding to when black get a connection, what that this move is doing, that's not his concern. He didn't even think about it. That's my best guess about Stanislav, because Stanislav is one, I would say, is a player I very much appreciate. He's probably, how should I say it? Stanislav is one I have worked so many years against. Because when I work for Luka, obviously that means often against Stanislav. So for several years I'm working against him. But during those years working against him, I actually have seen how much effort he put into Go, his hard study. So even though his Go is very different from my Go and from many of my student Go, I would say, but I very much appreciate about his hard work. But also because for several years I'm working for Luka against him, so I actually know him quite a bit. So this is his way to think. I can tell this is his way to think.
Feels a little bit short-sighted. Because that's like R8 is the first move that comes to your mind, like to play as a black here. So like when you play Q10, you should be already expecting this one.
Well, I'm sorry. Not to Stanislav. Stanislav normally think about to directly confront. So here,
So he's
if I were black, I'm gonna confront to this. For this one the cross cut, this one for the jump out, for example. To him, the instinct is to confront. So he probably have considered so many different kind of confrontation. And this one is like a compromise, and this is not necessarily on top of his list.
Okay.
I'm just saying here that that's to talk about people. If here they switch color, Ali is white, and Ali is thinking, I play this move at Q10. How black will gonna answer? This will be Ali's top choice as black counter.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. This is probably their difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So Stanislav, his goal is often about let's say the direct confrontation. Yeah, and or let's say the strongest resistance.
Well, then like, what would you play here as Ali or or anyone else? Like,
Ali will do that too. Ali will do this because this is a natural shape. Everyone knows this is a natural shape as continuation. Difference is Ali will probably jump down.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different. And Stanislav, he doesn't want it. Yeah. Okay, this is as my understanding about Stanislav. Yeah. Yeah. So okay, but then Ali went to the corner. I can directly tell I dislike it because the corner is actually counterproductive for this stone. Yeah, because when you create a group here, you can hardly care about this stone anymore.
Now you're creating two groups here.
Or at least it's undermining earlier this effort.
Yeah.
So I may attach here when white answer one move. Yeah, without white answering, I wouldn't easily do this. Yeah, especially consider circumstances.
So you're also saying it wouldn't be a big issue if black connects under.
No, to Stanislav is not a big issue. To me, it is. It's about style. Yeah. I'm actually surprised that Ali agreed with him. Because here black play that move. Black is saying, okay, that connection is big, and white didn't answer. They'll connect. Yeah, to me, it's logical that black should connect, and black didn't. Yeah, that's the part I don't understand. Ali Stanislav so far, his goal is consistent. Yeah. Honey from the outside, yeah, makes sense. It's still further weakening this stone. Yeah, and he cross-cut. I see. So he didn't intend to leave in the corner. That's pretty expensive though. That's pretty expensive. Okay, so white Nobi, white plays the Atari. Actually here I expect white Nobi this one to actually ask how much you plan to pay in the corner. Consider these circumstances, because then you give the full team around here. This is a very strong shape. White play Joseki. White play Joseki. I think black is fine. Yeah, white play Joseki. This is exactly what the black wants. So now he's working with this stone. I don't like the, let's say, white just play Joseki here.
Yeah.
Yes. How can I play Joseki here? The instinct is this Nobi, because here this stone is what we are fighting against. And regardless of what happens around here, crosscut and Nobi first, white is in advantage. And if black leave in the corner, we always welcome. From the moment when you do this, you welcome him to leave in the corner. So logically it should be this Nobi. Yeah, but he just plays Joseki. Now here black score.
Yeah. Looks good.
I hate this white. So earlier you play the tiger shape and connect it here.
Yeah.
So black make this stone strong in Sene, and the payment is very low.
Yeah.
And now he puts down. White this area I completely disagree. Yeah. How did Stanislav shouldn't play like this? He should know that this Atari, because he should easily read this variation is pretty bad to him. Yeah, he can easily read here. So this is part I don't understand him. To me, he's better than this. Okay.
Wow, black cut everything. Nice. Well, now L4 looks Well, I don't.
Still not.
Still doesn't look good.
I hate this. I hate this white. To me, white. This choice is clearly not right. Starting from that Atari, I know that Atari is the corner Joseki, but look at these circumstances. How can I play Joseki here? I think that is probably the case when Black attach and crosscut. Black is considering this one and it's good to him, and so he just played Joseki.
Yeah.
But then, why white cooperate? Yeah. Okay. So.
Yeah,
this is difficult to breathe if you're standing at a wide position.
Yeah.
You know, if for example, imagine this game is a final, and Anti's game with Mataru Suruma is a small final,
right.
And so yeah, I may actually put more effort on watching this game. I would have rooted for Stanislav.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, not like I don't like Ali, but Stanislav is one I definitely support. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, so now I'm basically standing at a wide position. I feel it's difficult to breathe because here, this one is still a lot of money, but this one is also a lot of money, and the two stone is under attack.
Yeah.
Logically, white actually should play around here, but then this belongs to black. I hate it.
I would take to the right side and gamble on that other group.
But this one is pretty big.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so this is actually the dilemma after black have a strong group, and then it is created.
Yeah. Or maybe you can find some move that would be semi-gender in the bottom right.
I don't expect that. No.
Get something there and then take the. So take like coins from both.
Yeah, I understand the logic, but black will not be fooled. Yeah. So let's just see what happens in the game.
He plays this one, so neither.
He's kind of playing the jump down. It's just he's going towards the influence. Why?
Yeah.
Because in this one still we are aiming at the invasion and potentially this attachment. And this one he's saying, okay, so I still capture this stone and then I'm going for influence. I don't get it. Is this position just bad for white or you don't like it? Both. I guess I would just say either is both. I mean after bottom left, this is clearly bad to white. Yeah.
Is there any position that is bad but you like it?
Yes, there can be. So it can be AI wise, it is bad, but I feel pretty good. You imagine a situation I have a lot of cash, and the AI said, Jeff, you are behind by 3. I say I don't care. that can easily happen. Yeah.
Most of my positions are bad.
Actually, when Dakat has mentioned about this one, it is true that but you know, actually it's the same as talking about here when we talk about Ash here, it's actually same as when I watched back 2 years ago when I watched Anti's game. You are the one I support. I'm rooting for you. However, when I watch your game, there's never a single moment I say I will take your color. I always take the other color. So I can only pray and tell myself, well, he knows how to handle it, even though I don't. He can manage. So it's fine. Yeah. But it doesn't matter. As I mentioned, back to, let's say, 10 years ago, Anti was exactly the same. Yeah.
Yeah. Hard to root for you.
Yeah. Okay. But this move, I actually don't quite understand. I still don't understand. What's this center? Because black already have invested a move here, and black, this shape is so strong.
Yeah.
It's going for center. What does that mean? So he want to hunt and cross cut? I don't understand it. Let's see. On black wedge, okay. He want to cross cut. Okay, he want to cross cut, but let's see. So because I will just hunt it here. He cross cut here. I play shape. What's this? So he is saying like this pip is not a good one. I can understand that, but that means this one take and you connect here. Then there's still this one and this one. Is that fun? Yeah. Well, I want to send it really badly. How to get send it? I understand. I want to send it really badly, so he can also get this one. Yeah. I understand that one, but how? So he's saying this, and Tanuki.
Maybe. So now he has already captured the right side.
In this fashion, Okay, 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 okay. Okay,
Yeah,
I understand. I understand about. I understand. I can only say I understand it.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay, okay, okay. I understand. I also understand you. Yeah, but Ali played this one.
But wait, like
Yeah.
if you get this one in center, like I mean, and then you would actually play here.
Mm-hmm.
How does it compare to so that like if you
Jump down.
jump down and black plays around here anyway to get something like because surely this other is like awful for white, but if you compare that like this would be like jump without this, then you wouldn't have that one either. So like
I don't understand the question still. If black has played the jump, because black wouldn't. You're saying if black has played the jump.
oh shit. Like if you say here like
Yeah. Sure.
here,
Go.
and black plays this one. Black wouldn't play the jump, but like anyway this way. Then you would have this one.
Okay.
But then it's Kote and black has like a big area here anyway compared to this one where you get this one in Sente and now you can turn somewhere else.
But
black has this one as
but
Kote.
Miko, did you notice here? Black could have Atari here. I didn't. Black could have Atari now, and I didn't.
Sure.
And also here I take.
Yeah.
The point here is I'm always looking at this one, the tiger. So this stone, you capture it. This detail is a major difference.
Okay.
And this is extremely scary.
Right.
This potential coal possibility.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Because if you lose a coal here, then that's a joke. You lose everything here. But how can you let black push out? So this is extremely scary.
Yeah.
I don't consider this as you control this stone.
Yeah, it's not captured same way as the jump. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm also surprised Ali plays a wedge.
I was starting to think like if that would be a like good sequence to like grab the cash and run.
Wedge, okay, wedge is okay. Actually, wedge is okay. Yeah, I mean, it's probably slightly more complicated, but I think it's okay. The only thing I fear about is, for example, this one, and what just go for all money version. Maybe this one connect. Yeah, because if I were white, I would go for all money version.
All the money.
Yeah, because here, if I simply connect here, I fear he decent. Yeah. Okay, this one did happen. Okay, let's see. He just connect. And black did decent. Okay, yeah, I will go for the all money version here. Because this decent is very annoying.
So he didn't play this one because he's afraid of this
one? You give a Panuki? I take it. Sure, I take it. Thank you. I take it. I take it anytime.
Yeah, I would take it too, but like I was just like thinking of the reason like why he doesn't know Atari.
Stanley stuff shouldn't fear about that. There's no way. I don't think it's
like Atari there and run and kill this.
Good luck. Good luck with that. I don't think that's the reasoning. The reasoning, what is the reasoning? The reasoning might be he's not thinking about money. He's thinking about like this. Then I can still run this stone.
Maybe.
Yeah, either run this one or this one. Then there can be, yeah. So he has a target to attack, and I'm thinking about money. Yeah, because like this stone is once again is not captured. when black pillar. Yeah. Once again it's like this, and also here you kind of have a shape to fix. I can't see you run this stone. This turn is very annoying. So I don't like this white choice again. Yeah, like this connection. Yeah, he did do this. Oh, God.
This feels worse than the other.
This is terrible. I hate it. I hate it. I can say 100 times I hate it, but there's nothing I can do. I hate this.
Yeah, S8 seems like health. So.
Yeah. I also did, yeah, because if you have S8 and for example, if black allow you to push, then this one we don't have to answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very annoying. Here you have to answer, but okay, I hate it. I can say 100 times I hate it, and it's still not enough. I hate it. Let's see how he answered. This I hate it even more.
But now he can.
Yeah, later this pillar you have to let him go. Oh yeah, that comes right away.
Yeah. Okay. So how is this better than the other one?
No, it's not. It's not. This one clearly I hate it. No. Ah, God, I hate it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Let's go back. Yeah. No, I guess we'd rather just do this, right?
Right. Yeah.
We'd rather just do this.
Yeah. At least it's captured.
This one. Yeah. Sorry. This one. I guess we prefer this one, right? Whatever happens there, yeah. Even if you say this one, this may die, I still prefer this. Yeah. I take the risk.
Yeah.
And this one, to be honest, here I can only put this one. I still hate it because this stone is still not captured, but at least my shape is complete.
Yeah.
No, you can't. This thing shouldn't happen at the first place, and you can't do this. I lost my word. You can't do this. I don't know what you can, but yeah, actually it's true. What you can do. So basically, we just accepted the humiliation. That's the only way.
But it's still not captured.
It's still not captured, and your shape is terrible. But at least it's better than your pillar here and your face to this part.
Yeah.
It's still better than that.
But this at least takes the.
This game, Stanislav just destroyed himself in this one area. I mean, in comparison to this thing, even this one may not matter too much. This matters too much.
Yeah.
What does he attach? At the first place, just to make trouble for himself.
I'm good at not resigning, but not that good.
Okay, let's see here.
Yeah,
you can do that,
yeah,
but so what? You still need to go back.
Yeah,
you still have to go back. No, this is terrible. This is terrible. This is terrible.
So now those are under attack. This is horrible.
Well, this doesn't mean anything.
Oh, I remember. I did watch this one at this stage. So somehow, because I was watching it on Twitch and they changed to this game.
They switched to this. Okay.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay, so you take away all the liberties for this peep. What does he want for this peep? Huh. Okay, so Stanislav is not in defending mode. This group is not alive. This group is not alive, but he's in attacking mode. But I don't think this will gonna make too much trouble for black. Black is a stronger one. Let's see. Yeah, just answer. Push forward. Yes. Oh, God. Stanislav will gonna answer here. There he will do this, I believe. Okay. But then how about this group? So you're saying I cannot kill you, dare kill me, I kill you? It has to be like that.
White is so busy.
But like this, you will, here it will be eventually cut off.
Yeah.
Because we can already see White will need to leave in Gote here. Yeah. Ali, take it easy. Yeah, so Ali feel good here.
And now the so-called like forcing moves that you should have in that corner, they don't exist. So now you don't have like those, and your shape is just bad.
You know, there's another thing I hate. Now look at those exchange. you could have directly honey.
Yeah.
Now you look at those exchange.
Oh God.
Okay, but yeah, let's see here. I slightly dislike black, for black played really safe and white also get this one. So white was really busy, but white didn't manage to get everything he wanted. So I slightly dislike this.
Yeah.
But I can see that he feel good at this point. Yeah, he feel really good. He believe he just need to defend.
The music, not alive, not alive.
He plays a tiger, huh? I would connect. He plays a tiger. The tiger means, but okay, yeah, this one you can still run, sure. Ali feel really good. He just connected the stones. Huh? Wait, what does this mean? So he worried about the honey and double honey now. But then how about this group? Yeah. I understand he was worried about the honey and double honey, so he's fixing it. Yeah, how about this group?
What?
Yeah, he says he can live inside.
Good luck.
What?
Oh. Eh? Is it alive? What? It's alive. Well,
no. That one doesn't matter too much because you take away that eye, he make that eye. You take away this eye, he make this eye. Question is, black start from here.
Right. Yeah.
So let's say, okay, black do this one.
Yes.
But then you can make this eye. So black cannot get that one first. So if black take this eye, and white, we're gonna make the red side eye like this.
But then you have to. He's got the.
Then he come over. So okay, you are saying white actually need to peep, and then make the eye like this. Yeah, like this he's alive.
Then it's alive. Yeah.
Yeah, he need to use this peep. So he is alive, barely, but barely is enough to live. Yeah. It's alive, but here he pays some cash. Yeah, this move itself is big, and this is cash, and black is all strong now. Then he didn't do this. He just take cash, and then this group is now under attack. Yeah, this move is big, and this group is, that's the value of black connect everything together.
Yeah. Next.
Black is already taking it easy. Huh? Push and do this. What's this? What's this?
I don't know.
He worried about I see. Earlier we talked about the peep Sene. Yeah, he worried about after black Atari it may not necessarily be Sene because it also affects the corner. Yeah, but then he further pay. Okay, this game is done. Yeah, like this game is clearly done.
What that is going that long?
This game
is like barely like a third or something.
Yeah, but like this is clear done. So white was under attack everywhere. White did manage to leave, but actually black gained almost on everything. You can see territory here. Black got Keima, black got the decent, black got those two stones, and black here is still threatening this whole thing.
Wait, not done? There's some story?
Nope. Okay. Yeah, as I can see, this game is done.
So this only begins here?
Yeah, but still need to defend. This game is not done?
Black strength will normally create some real dividends.
Okay, how is that possible? Yeah, nothing happened. Card. Yeah.
B6 for. So, what was that for? What's that is asking?
I didn't even pay attention because to me black wins no matter what. Black.
Oh, is black not alive?
Yeah, he is playing safe. My understanding is he's playing safe.
But R3 is sent as well.
It's actually true that he doesn't need it. It's true he doesn't need it.
R3 is sent as well. What?
Yeah, his group at the bottom right is completely alive. Even, for example,
if white starts with this one.
Yeah, even if white started this one, you just answer in the corner. Corner itself is enough to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, so black doesn't need that one, but black must feel similar to my feeling now. No matter what I do, I win. And this move also values something for, because here white this move fix the ladder, and then like this, so the double honey, and so potentially some move around here will be black honey. And this, yeah, this one also means points because if white gets this one, so this one is can be swallowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what he's saying. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Oh, I see. So you are saying white should take the chance to peep.
Ah. And if white plays this one, white is ahead. Hmm. A funny thing that.
Well, how apparent it is, I don't think it's apparent at all.
Ah, you don't mean that?
No,
okay.
I don't think why it is apparent at all. In the game, okay? In the game, there's something. What? What G6? No, yeah.
After black G6. That's this one.
Like this, white is ahead? No.
Okay, let's continue.
No.
Black passed.
Yeah, black did pass once.
Oh, well, that, yeah.
Black did pass once.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, even if black did pass once, white is ahead?
I mean, black doesn't have that much territory. Left side is quite huge.
It's pretty tight. It is pretty tight like this. It is pretty tight like this. I don't think white lead. My rough counting tell me it's pretty tight. Oh. Yeah, so black did pass there. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you gain in strength in the middle game and then slack off on using it. You didn't really gain.
Yeah. I'm trying to look into some interesting stuff, but limited.
Yeah, what is this?
Points.
So you can just capture those. Okay.
Points, yes, but while this turn's supposed to be Sunday and black solve it in this way.
Interesting.
Yeah, black we're gonna solve in this way. From this sense, this one is a mistake.
Yeah.
Because then if this trade actually black solve it automatically here by capturing the 2.
Yeah. Wait, and N6 is that big?
Sorry?
N6 is that big?
Oh, thanks for reminding me. I saw some moves I didn't pay attention. Is N6 that big? So the question is about white whole group.
Yeah, so if black gets N6, is it
because
something?
here the thing is, for example, you do this one.
Yeah,
This
so
push
you
is
can
Sunny.
there, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how you answer because there's no anyway.
Yeah.
And then he connect here. He can also get this one instantly. Oh, he cannot get that one instantly. Okay, because white take. Yeah, so you cannot get that one instantly. White is not alive. True, white is not alive.
Okay, so it it was very much needed. Okay, yeah.
Okay, this actually shows this one become even bigger because white take is necessary.
Yeah, so that is sent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we black captured there and they played there, topside. So was there a chance that black could kill everything? Yeah.
Not everything because here I push here.
Sure.
So I actually aiming to capture them.
Oh, sure.
But I guess this is bigger than top, yes.
Yeah.
So white can well take this one and then let the center go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. It has to be the case. Okay. Oh, this code is annoying for white.
Hairy beast. Thanks for following.
Yeah, so white need to give in once again.
Wait, did the... Oh, now I noticed what I forgot. We probably don't have notifications on.
So eventually it's decided the end game. I see. I guess I'm not gonna click till the end anymore. Yeah.
So just the break to go.
Yeah.
And then the result is.
I think black plus a bit. Yeah, black plus a bit.
Yeah, 2.5. All right. Let me try one thing.
Yeah, sure, please.
Yeah, we don't have sounds. That's why. Where is the?
I'm sorry.
Where's the headphones? Ah, here. Yeah, that's why. Because somebody followed and I didn't even hear that. So like.
Okay.
That's why, because we didn't have sounds. Oh, okay. Now it should be. Let's see. Ah, yeah, good pair.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew that this thing was here all the time, but I didn't know what is the function of that thing.
Yeah, it's usually that I just connect it to my headphones, so like I can. The desktop audio is in the headphones, so it wouldn't come from speakers, so it doesn't go to the mic.
I see.
So that's why, and this has to be on, so we get the sounds from notifications which go to the stream, so somebody follows and there will be sounds.
Okay, but I would like to actually talk a little bit about this phenomenon. Yeah, this is actually my problem. Remember, last year I have played a tournament myself.
Yeah.
Last year I played a tournament myself, and actually that tournament make me realize a lot. Yeah, that tournament make me realize a lot, and also yeah, this also has happened 2 days ago to me. I'm a teacher, and then several years working as a teacher and a coach gave me a habit. The habit is like this. this game is done. Yeah, just like, let's come back here. Sorry. Like this game is done. Right? Because it's done. Yeah, the rest, you just need to play till the end, and then just play end game.
Yeah.
The game is over.
Yeah.
Okay? And then, about the specific, that's your work. That's my student work. It's not my work.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the specific is, do you need me to actually tell you here the end game, how you should play, how you should actually exactly activate that kind of attacking to gain a little bit? You can do it yourself. You don't need to do it. Then, basically, in my lesson, I stop there.
Yeah, so you lack that one a lot.
Yeah, and then basically, when in my game, I need it myself.
Yeah.
And then basically, to me, the game is done. And then the rest, I can do whatever. You actually cannot do whatever, but actually I do whatever, and that cost basically, I killed I killed Cornell in that game. And then how exactly am I gonna kill it? Your group is dead. I can do whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's he's not dead. 2 days ago, I played with Davide in a training game. I killed him. Whatever I do here, you are dead. And then he killed me. And then we talk about it. It's kind of like whatever I do, he's dead. But I cannot do whatever. Yeah. So here, it is the same thing. Here, normally, if for example, this is my student game, I say this game is done. This is my this is my habit. Yeah. Here and about how exactly the falling should happen, is not my job. Yeah. So that is why here I say this one is done. And then if Miko doesn't and our viewers doesn't remind me, I didn't even pay attention on this move. Yeah. Because then this part actually belongs to, for example, if the cat is still here, he will gonna tell me after the game, Jeff, because I played this stupid move, this is like a pass, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is his work to tell me, not like I need to point it out, because do I need to point out? Yeah. Yeah, so because of this kind of working division. And then in my game to me here, at this point I say the game is done.
Yeah, only end game left.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be the case. Yeah. And if those ambitious students aiming high, here they should say this game is over, and they have the ability to finish this game properly.
But that means that they should also train that by themselves, not with you, because you are saying only like that's done. Yeah,
to me that is done, and then actually, if I don't tell myself in my mind this game is done, the following I can do it. But when my mind tell me this game is done, the following I do whatever, and that's the way I lose the game. Yeah. This is actually what I realized. Let's say my teacher's weakness nowadays. Yeah, when I feel like this game is done, and the following I do whatever. Yeah.
You have a student in 2 minutes. Okay. Yeah. See you.
Yeah. Bye. Yeah, okay, just to explain about this earlier, the phenomenon, when I say this game is done, and many of our viewers, they disagree, no, this is not done. And then I need Telegraph Go to remind me about P6, I didn't even pay attention. This is how. I have been teaching Go for too long. Yeah, teaching and coaching for way too long. Yeah, now it's 2023, so it's already my 24th year of Go teaching. Yeah, for too long. And so, there's such a habit. So, it is, let's say, nowadays you'll say, Jeff, you should also play in tournament. It's challenging because of this.
But you have to start somewhere.
Do I?
I mean, if you're not, then you're just going down and down with the strength.
No, not necessarily. My understanding is still good. And that is actually what my student need me. My student doesn't need me. How specifically I need to do that. That's always their work. Yeah, assuming I do not really care about my own improvement, it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure if Dakat is still here. You ask him, does he need me to do those kind of specific stuff? It's always him who tell me those specific stuff. He doesn't need me. Yeah. But let's say this game still, in general, what destroyed himself on the right side. This whole right side thing, he lost way too much.
Yeah.
I still don't understand. Let's say the start of the story is the part that make me, make me feel difficult to understand. Why does this here attach? Yeah, he just refused to simply play the move everybody we're gonna play. He just simply refused this.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, because he wants something instant. So.
But that's not realistic.
Yeah, I know. Maybe he didn't expect the wedge. So maybe he expects something like this, and then he can go like this.
Actually, this might be. This looks terrible, but this might be. This is actually more like more like it than earlier. The Ash has showed that stuff. Yeah, which has terrible shape. Let me see this one. Oh, he want to do this. Okay, this might be the case. But consider this center, I guess black will decent right away. Yeah, this center really doesn't matter too much.
And
you can do the double honey. You can get it.
So
black would rather keep this.
Yeah.
Just say. But you can get a center. Yeah, like this still. Yeah. Let's say it's the second line jump, not the attachment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did get something. Okay, that might be the motive for black wedge.
And yeah, he didn't expect this one.
Yeah, this is a better one. I mean, you're that tiger down. That ugly shape is a better one. Luckily, this is just a small final. I mean, probably they didn't care that much, and that is why, in my mind, this game went very fast. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Stanislav is gonna regret about everything he has done. At this part of the game.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and I guess that's what I can tell about this game then.
Yeah.
So even if okay, maybe let me tell one more thing here.
There's an important game, I think, is some qualification for pro tournaments.
Which pro tournament?
Qualification for pro tournaments. They tell here. No. And even the price difference.
No, of course it's not written here. Yeah, Freda has something inside that we do not know.
Yeah.
There will be some after summer.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, clearly Freda has some inside information that we don't have.
Right.
Okay, thanks for the info. Because we clearly do not know. And there's nothing listed on the EGF website. I don't think there's any. Is there any?
After summer, Swedish summer camp.
No, I don't think there's any.
Yeah, no. Grand Slam?
Yeah, but I don't think, otherwise the Freda will gonna mention Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Freda wouldn't say some qualification for pro tournament. Yeah.
Yeah, not announced. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Good.
It's fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, I will finish this game. I would still say here at this point the game should be over. Yeah, and if Freda says this game is important, then why Ali play here? To me, this move is very relaxed.
Yeah,
I actually can imagine I myself play here because this game is so comfortable so far. Yeah, I can easily imagine I myself might do this as well. So yeah, this one just to tell he's comfortable with how the game goes. Yeah, and I just want to remind that when we talk about games here on this stream, and it's similar to that I'm teaching in my lessons to my students. When I say the game is done, you need to still have the ability to finish it. Yeah, so rather than, okay, as long as I have the understanding, then it's all good. Yeah, this is something I guess is necessary for me to remind to our viewers here. But from my point of view, yeah, let's say from teacher and coach point of view, this game is done here. All right. Okay. I guess we can. So next game is the semi-final game. So today we talk about two Stanislav.
Yeah. Kinda, yeah.
Is that we have agreed that next game we talk about Antti with Stanislav?
Yeah.
Just want to confirm with our viewers. Is that the case? God, nobody's.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Okay. Good. Then let's download that game and upload, and then we enter the wait there. Yeah, we enter break.
Yes. Oh, Stanislav is still white. Okay. Good.
Okay. Good. So you only need to turn one thing. Is it the first time Antti's name showed up in our channel? Is it
as a player, yes.
as a player? Yes, I guess so. Yeah, I don't
Because
recall.
he has been, of course, in stream, but like
Yeah.
on stream, but like yeah.
Okay.
Munching on bread, yeah. See, everyone is just eating and doing everything else, so like they're not like watching and being ready to type. That's why.
Okay, but yeah, let's give them the.
Yeah, so let's see the compilation of last year and have a 4-minute break.
Yeah. Excuses. You are just bad. Oh God, I'm here. I made it to be here. The money is worth it. Go, Jeff. Today you look really good. How good?
9.5 out of 10. Can you put your camera a little bit down because you're
I'm sorry.
drowning like.
Go is a mini life.
I wake up in the morning.
When you wake up, the reality is too cruel to accept.
I just want to sleep in the morning. So what?
I'm also too tired for this shit.
Nobody wants to work. There's no harder game than life.
Yeah, this game is boring.
Welcome to stream. This is boring. This is actual game.
Yeah, okay, that's boring. Okay, I got it. Yeah.
That's the meaning of life. And that's the meaning of Go. I'm normally here.
I kneel before you. Huh?
Oh, what the hell am I doing?
Moshi.
Shake.
Like, no.
Nick, I'm gonna kill you. But if you pay me, I will let you go. Just to take it, otherwise, I'm gonna box you.
You don't pay me next month, I kick you out of the house. You sell your own blood for money.
You can do that.
But
Don't drink too much.
in primary school, I accidentally murdered my classmate. I was in jail for the rest of my life. I didn't really create the baby, so I don't need to actually feed him after. Yeah, we are all babies in God.
So make yourself happy. Feed yourself some chocolate.
It doesn't matter how big the cookie is.
Hey, you cannot eat that much chocolate. That's bad for your health. I know, but it's so delicious. I finally get to buy a bread.
Oh!
Mom, is the food ready? Come back later. I'm still cooking.
Then you burn your kitchen. You burn your kitchen down. And you take a spoon. It tastes weird. Anyone like it? So there's somebody like it. Okay. It's my kitchen. I do with what I want. Yeah, continue.
Oh yeah. Jeff is eating in the background. I mean, yeah, of course you can.
Late September in Dublin.
Wow, my nickname is Dirty Bird.
Sorry if we have any French viewers here.
There's A hole there. There's B hole here. So why?
Some kind of like a double penetration.
A goal coach during the game, what can he do? Absolutely
Play
nothing.
that out there.
You are leading the game, he will gonna go crazy. You are behind, you're gonna go crazy. Somebody will gonna go crazy.
Black say you're all dead. I see.
Wow.
I give you a sumigo.
Here.
You have to do this right away.
But then it's dead, right?
But then it's dead, yes.
You have to kill it. Oh no.
Why we have to think about this? Come on, I have to complain. I mean, reading goal is wrong, but the non-reading goal is probably even more wrong.
Touching the crucifix.
That's really cool, huh?
Yeah.
When I say it is cool, AI move, AI move. My Go is so disgusting.
They're not playing Go.
AI move. AI move. AI move.
If any day I play like this, it has to be I'm sick.
AI move. AI move. Is this a good exchange? Hell no.
Maybe Black doesn't know this.
AI move. AI move. -10. That's the end of European Go. Yeah, Miko is right. This game, although there's many mistakes, but this game is what? Wait. No. What is this? What is this?
What? Huh?
This move make no sense. I will just move on. Huh? And what capture?
You can say every move is weird.
What?
What?
What? What?
What? What?
What?
What? What? What?
And what? What? No, how dare you?
How dare he? Okay. What?
What the heck?
What is happening?
Oh.
What is this strange game? I still have no idea, but at least it's over. Excuses.
Welcome back. I was also eating chocolate. The compilation becomes more of a fever dream every time. My personal favorite was the 2021. I don't like the 2022 as much as of course that is also good, but there were better moments in the 21. That's why it was just my personal opinion. And I guess this year will be even harder because we have missed so many streams, so there have been a lot of breaks that makes the fun moments even less. But yeah, I have been trying to edit also the other videos, but I have so many different projects going on, so that's kind of not my priority one at the moment. That's why they haven't been out yet. So yeah. And yeah, well, I got a little bit more into training also because I haven't been in serious tournaments or well, in Congress it was 2019 last time that I was there, so it has been a huge break for me because since the first Congress that I was in Sweden, I have been in what did I count, 7 or 8, so it has been every other year at least. But what other projects are you working on? I have a writing project. I am writing a book. So that has been taking my whole free time that I have. I have been trying to even play the newest Zelda game because that is a very good game. But there's not enough hours in the day that I have time for work and writing and playing games and even doing some editing. So, but yeah, the Tears of the Kingdom is very good. Yeah, that I have been trying to play also as much as I have free time for that. Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter. I played the kind of the first game that everyone played, the Street Fighter 2 when we were kids. We had the Nintendo, Super Nintendo and very old one, and we even got it as a used one. So we played it, and because it was a fighting game, and we were having a little bit too much fun. Our parents took the game, and we couldn't play it anymore. I guess now the game would be even worth something because it's it's a classic and collectible and stuff like that. So I guess my dad just threw it to trash. The game doesn't exist anymore. We have the other Nintendo games, but that game they just throw it away. Street Fighter 2, the like kind of the first one, because the first Street Fighter, I don't know anyone who have played it even. Like the second game is kind of like the where it broke up, broke and like broke out, and like became a big thing. I remember my mom and mom had a similar reaction to my brother and playing Soul Calibur 2. Yeah. But yeah, that game is the only one that they throw out because it was like it was too violent in their opinion. Yeah, so but let's go to this game.
Okay.
Yeah, it was probably my dad, because my dad is that kind of game, that kind of person who like throws everything away that is not where it's supposed to be, or like doesn't have use or something. Like I found once my phone in trash because it was somewhere it shouldn't be. that's kind of weird.
Okay.
We had some European pros in the Dianfu Cup lately. Could be something to review sometime. Ah,
Okay.
Dianfu? Next week, perhaps? Because we still have like next week after this week.
We hadn't started talking about this game yet, so of course you don't see the game. No
Yeah,
worries.
No worries. We didn't miss anything yet. We don't see the game.
The spelling is correct.
Dianfu Cup. This one?
Let's click go for goal. I just want to see who are the players.
Go for goal?
Yeah, there's a third one. It's go for goal.
yeah,
I
go
just
for
want to
goal.
see who are the players because Chen Yaoye. What? No. That's
So
the
there-
first Tianfu Cup.
Ah,
That's
there's-
the first, but that's 2018.
There's Ali lost to Yang Weiji.
But that's 2018.
Ah, true. Is there a new one?
Oh, we have a link here.
Ah, thank you.
What?
When is this
Still
played?
Chen Yaoye.
Wait, this is this also?
It's still
this
2018.
this is still the 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's older.
It's still 2018. Okay.
Is there even Dianfu Cup? Like, because this is like also like later year, so like is this like if they have it?
No, this is the only one.
Yeah, it's probably yeah.
No one wanted to see the game.
The game, like if you're talking about the game, it was kind of boring. Like the final, it was like one-way street, and then Antti was leading, and then something happened, and that was it. So like, I remember when I was watching the game, and I like I said, I was like I want to go to see the movies, so like to use the tickets and stuff like that. So like the game was so boring to wait that it would be over. There was nothing happening. It was just like Antti killing yet another group, and nothing happened. And then finally it became interesting in the end, and like to the wrong direction, of course.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was boring until it wasn't, and like it became interesting like the wrong way. It shouldn't be interesting anymore. Yeah. But yeah, this game was definitely more interesting. So
Yeah. Okay. Let's enter this game.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit surprised. Actually, Antti also used this kind of opening against Ishida. So Antti is not playing this kind of slow-paced territorial
Yeah,
way.
no, this is Antti's opening at the moment.
Yeah. Mm.
Is this popular anywhere else, or is this just Antti?
hard to say popular. I mean, it is still happen every now and then in pro games.
Okay.
Yeah, so how to popular? Yeah, not sure. Yeah, so I know that, for example, in Europe, people always prefer this kind of large one. I agree with Antti. I always prefer this small one. Yeah, because it's easier to control.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see he always played the large one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so the game basically started from here. Yeah. And Stanley Stuff is one who actually started a lot of those kind of AI stuff. So he played the Keima. I think he has looked into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stanislav was well behaved and resigned after he lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing left to play anyway. Okay. Yeah. So here Andy played the shape.
Game.
And Stanislav played the cap. Yeah, to be honest, here if I were black, yeah, this one I will probably just answer on the top. I'll just play something on the top. Yeah. And Antti want to be more severe. Okay, I have to say, talking about Antti's game is slightly challenging to me. Slightly challenging because Antti's move is he's seeking for how should I say use the wording? He is seeking for to play a good move, not just this is fine. Yeah, that's in general what he's trying to do. At least is he getting the best move, or let's say the good move he wants? Not necessarily, but he's looking for that.
This is kind of the beat that I wouldn't play.
He's saying, Antti is saying he want to do this, but white shape is not too bad, and white has a forcing move. Antti want to make this exchange and then give you an empty triangle. You know, here if I say I understand Stanislav, of course I understand Antti even more.
Yeah.
And that is why Stanislav answer here. So you say your honey bamboo shape good, right? So you wouldn't honey. That's what they are competing here.
Right. Okay.
They are competing for those kind of small difference.
All right.
And because of this honey, so black is forced to react here. Yeah. And then that honey, black is still aiming at that honey. So yeah, white is fixing that honey while giving the corner pressure. He's saying your corner shape is bad.
Right.
Yeah. So this part, I mean, it's just a few moves, but in the early game, it comes to sort of, I guess it's right to say sort of unusual shape, and then we see some pretty exciting goal content here. Yeah. Normally in European tournament, I have to tell in the early game, I normally don't even look at it. Yeah, imagine it's let's say two top European player. They just play Joseki. There's nothing to watch.
Yeah.
And this game, starting from the very start, this game is interesting. Yeah, that's partly the reasoning. Sorry, yeah, this is a bit selfish. This is part of the reasoning. Initially, I encourage everyone to talk about this game. Yeah, because this game from the very start is go.
Yeah.
Not like starting from very start. Okay, we just play Joseki. That's not go. Yeah, we are done. Say, okay, game hasn't even started yet. Let's wait. Yeah. Yeah. So here you can see there those kind of detailed competition. And Antti immediately play the card anyway. Yeah, most people here we're gonna answer here. I will just answer here. But Antti is cutting here for at this very moment here. This stone cannot be captured. Yeah, and so he's also aiming at this kind of connection. So he is saying this one you went slightly over the line. Yeah, let's say to them, at least during this game, going slightly over the line means you are going over the line. Rather than in most of the European tournament, you go slightly over the line. Well, doesn't matter. Let's move on. Yeah, that's one thing that's it. From the start, to me, the attitude is correct. Yeah, so you can see here. Yeah, this is the same thing. This attack doesn't work. You don't want to attack from here, so what means this one is wrong. So he's trying to justify himself. That if I have a stone here, I can capture this stone. Yeah. But he doesn't. Yeah, Antti saying you can capture that one. Give me the penalty, it's fine. And he doesn't want it. And he's not aiming at the cut. You can see every single move. There's a talk.
Yeah.
So if I remember correctly, this game in the early game, both players spend a lot of time. Yeah, because of this kind of detailed discussion. Yeah. Yeah, anti push out here. If I were black, I would probably just capture like this. Then there's no trouble. I just get the cash, and yeah, let's say he's staying here. I deserve this. This I also deserve. Yeah, you can see here. Let's say this is kind of like you're driving a car, and then you are driving as fast as possible, as long as you do not crash. Yeah, that's how they play. I'm seeing Andy play this. I'm not surprised. Stanislav is doing the same thing. When he failed, the opponent is doing this. Stanislav can actually become a really good player if he play against this level opponent more.
Right.
Yeah. So here he's still saying you cut and then I get all those. Yeah. And white, yeah, black obviously say no to that. Yeah. Okay, and now here is the thing here. White want to fix this one, but white doesn't want to attack because white is still aiming at this cut. Yeah. Therefore, white plays the honey. You can see every single move there. Yeah, there's a story, right?
Yeah.
Every single move there's a story. There's never a moment we say, okay, here let's do it and move on. There's no lazy moment. Yeah. So he's still saying here, your those two stone is a problem. Your those two stone here, there's shortage of liberty. You cut in dummy. This cut remain, and I'm gonna leave in the corner. Yeah. Yeah. So black answer. Black is still trying to force white to do this, and white says no because he's aiming at the corner cut. And black finally fixed it. This move was the move. Actually, I was slightly surprised. I thought black tiger here because of let's say around here. Yeah, because also potentially this group might be actually our target. So I would have tiger, but I don't think it's a big difference.
Yeah.
Okay. And now. Yeah, white take the action around here. When I see this move, to me it's scary. But this is kind of like earlier we talked about Ash. Yeah. So when Ash play the game, I never feel comfortable. But okay, he'll manage.
Yeah.
Andy play here. This looks scary. He definitely has read it. Otherwise, why? Yeah, how can he play here? Yeah. It's like that. Yeah.
Antti had very like a lot of those moments in his games.
Yeah.
Like,
especially he play this tiger. Feels so comfortable, right? He doesn't even take liberty. If you are panic about this kind of situation, you're gonna take a liberty. He doesn't even take a liberty, so he has read about it. Yeah. But then a block here and push, so everything here is expected. I have to say this move surprised me. Yeah, I expect a black answer actually from this side. Because okay, this is about the shape. Either side, you do like this. Okay, so let's see this one. So eventually, for example, in the corner, if white insists on doing the job, it will be like this, right? So black, we're gonna honey from here and descent. So yeah, this is the big eye direction. And the other way is kind of like this. So this is the big eye direction. So either way, it will be like this. But there is, I mean, there is a chance, just like later what is shown in the game. Black may choose not to capture. Black may not to capture, but then you can see white can connect from here. But white can never connect from this side. I would say that is the difference here, because we in general know what will going to happen at the outside later. So I actually expect a black empty triangle here. This one surprised me. Yeah, well, because if Antti is still, let's say the one I'm working with, after the game I would have asked him why you didn't do this. But nowadays, I'm no longer at the position.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, clearly I didn't really get to interview him. To me, it's clearly this one.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, so he plays this one, and white did that one, and white need to fix this. Yeah, of course. Yeah, so white got to fix, and then white got this one, and black honey. The thing here is white dare not go all the way to kill because white doesn't have enough liberty. So white need to come over here. Yeah. So you can see here, the difference is only here. When empty triangle later, black we're gonna connect on the right side, so those two can be connected. Yeah. But here, yeah, this is sharp. Yeah, this one I appreciate. I mean, because I don't think I'm gonna do this. My way will be just capture. Yeah, this one is sharp. Yes, and white needs to get out. and through this wedge, so black get the connection here. So you can see in the future the exchange will be white empty and black get connection.
Yeah.
But then the problem is those can still get connection. So to me here black drop a little bit points in comparison to that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still here black is going for maximum. Double honey. I need to answer, turn, and then he connect back. It feels comfortable for black, but the thing is black did get cashed. That's probably the reason I feel comfortable. But black, this group got weakened.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think it is bad for white. Yeah, even though as black I feel comfortable.
Cat food ads.
What? Okay, shall we?
Is the ad going on? I guess it is. Does this tell anything? No. You recently have an ad you must wait. Still don't know like where do we see if the, because there it says that it is off already.
Cat food ads.
Cat food ads.
Alright.
Are you planning to get the cat? But yeah, I guess we can
yeah, let's move
because
on
we don't know when it ends, so it would be awkward to wait.
Okay. Yeah, so white turn here, take care of this group, and this is shape move. And black, of course, come into the center. You know, let's say this just one corner of the game. Normally, one corner like this, 65 move, it can be a big Joseki. But they played this area.
Yeah.
They were thinking. And this is a really good effort from both players. Yeah. And also, as I can see here, if you ask me, which one you're gonna take? I take a black. How much you like black? Extremely limited. Yeah. Because black, after all, this group is under attack. And also here, I still don't like this one. I still prefer the tiger because there's also a forcing move that further undermine this group.
Also, it affects like how long are the time settings, because if you have longer tournament, you have time to play the first corner or whatever. But if you don't, if you have like 1 hour tournament, like usually we have in Europe, then it like saves time to just play the Joseki rather than
true,
rather than play out everything, because that saves time and energy.
Yeah, that is why. That is why to most people who want to do that, we don't cooperate. Then they don't feel comfortable, and as long as you are used to it, then actually it's the other side who suffer. Yeah, tactically speaking, that is. Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's continue here, and soon I'm gonna talk about something not go. All right, so what jump, and then here and he cap. So here we continue the fighting here, and black take care of this group. Okay, I just want to remind. So starting from around here, black actually earlier everything is complicated. Starting from here, black actually you can see also this move. Black chose simple variation, simple choice.
Yeah.
Okay, this one and this is a simple choice as well. And black push and came. I really dislike the came. I remember, and I think this came later in the game. It backfires.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that obvious? The shape should be just Kozumi. To me, it's pretty obvious. This one clearly is gonna backfire. Yeah, I guess Stanislav probably played this one without too much thinking. It wouldn't be now, but it is like say the blind spot that can undermine what later in the game.
Curious, can black consider to play around M8 instead of Q6?
I think that's possible. Yeah, okay, then since Zeno mentioned this, then there's something I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about later. I'd better tell it now. Earlier I showed Miko some conversation between me and Auntie. After this game and also after the final. After the final we have very short conversation. I'm not sure if if people believe it. Maybe Dakat actually knows something about it. Two people I'm familiar with. Even if he is on distance far away, I can feel him. I was watching this game, and then this game. Okay, I will show a bit further. Yeah, this is another simple variation. I have V group. I take care of it. Okay. And then this one, okay, I keep taking care of it on the right direction. And just Nobi. And here he's giving pressure to this card. And white fix, I fix. Okay, did you see that starting from the 2-space jump, so far Anti has taken all simple variations or the simple choices, other than before he take complicated, difficult ones.
Yeah.
And before this, let's say this corner, both sides spend a lot of time. So at this part in Japan, it is around like say, if I remember correctly, something like 9:30 or so. Yeah, gradually 9:30 or so. And that is why after the game, I asked Anti, after this game. I noticed you actually chose a lot of those kind of simple choices. Is that the case that, yeah, basically in Japan, after 9:30, you are really tired? Please prepare for that the next day. Yeah, that's what I have reminded him, especially for the second half of the game, after your time, 9:30 or 10. Because, okay, that game, I think at our time, it started at 1. I started at our time 2, right? What time is our time start? I forgot. But yeah, in Japan it's 8.
I guess it was 11 the first ones, like Central European time. So
that is our time 2.
So then it was 2.
Yeah, our time is 2, and at Anti is 8.
Yeah.
At Anti it started at 8. And so we, in the second half it entered like 9:30 or 10. As I know about him, normally around that time, because Anti has a kid, so he need to actually make sure his kid fall asleep and then he can rest. Yeah. So he's gradually entering that kind of that field. And in this game, around this area, he make all simple choices. I feel like he's a little bit tired.
Yeah.
As I have mentioned, I don't know. Yeah, let's say you can say I know Go limited. I'm here talking about Go, yes, but I guess the most important part I can contribute is people. Is what I know about people. So here I felt about him, and then I reminded him the next day when you play against Mateus in the final, please prepare for that part. And I feel very bad. The next day after the final, we had only one line conversation.
Yeah.
Antti said, next time I'm not gonna accept to start a game at 8 p.m. anymore.
Yeah.
And I answered sure. Well, I answered just one single word, sure. Actually, I asked myself, next time, when? Because let's say before this pandemic, European Pro Championship normally happens in real life, not online.
Yeah.
This time it happens online. I don't know why exactly that, but I just suppose it has a lot to do with Anti's participation. And if, for example, Power has played in this tournament, they have 8 players. They may not necessarily invite Anti. I just suppose, I'm speculating, I do not know. And if so, I just suppose this tournament is going to happen in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next time, when? So it can easily be there won't be next time. And then next time, I'm not going to refuse the arrangement at 8 p.m. I don't think it's too much. And yeah, that game, in the final game, we have talked about the story already about the game. It has a lot to do with Anti's mind at the time wasn't clear anymore.
Yeah.
So he just played along with the way he thinks is right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if his mind is no need to be too much, 3% more clear, he would have chosen the easy way just to win it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or even if, let's say, it come to that kind of situation, he know how to manage to make the ice. Yeah, but in that game, he missed one important detail. Yeah, just that one important detail that destroys everything, and he noticed about that too late.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, earlier I talked with Miko back to, I think it's 12 years ago. Yeah, there's me, there's Antti, there's also Miko, and there's we have some other things. We traveled to Paris tournament together. And then there we talk about a lot of different kind of topics. And one thing I still remember in my discussion with Antti was, hey, we are playing in tournament. Okay, we need to maximize all those kind of different factors in order to eventually get a good result. All those factors matter. And I still remember Antti's reaction to me at the time was, Jeff, you don't need to worry about that. What if I just keep starting Go hard. And I just become way, way better than my opponent in Go. You said then I can only show 60% strength, 60% of my own strength. But then it can still be better than the opponent. Then I can still win. And I don't need to care about those tournament factors, right? Roughly, that was our conversation at the time. Yeah. Roughly. Yeah. At the time, I cannot win that battle. I guess this time, after the final, I win the battle already.
Yeah.
Yeah, because from that game, Eden is the case that, I mean the final game, Eden is the case that Anti's Go was way, way better than Mateusz.
Yeah.
But you don't win in the end. Why? Because you agreed to start the game at your time 8 p.m. Yeah. That matters. And now he knows I shouldn't have accepted to start the game at my time 8 p.m.
Yeah, because that matters.
Yeah, because that matters. Yeah. And so here, if you want to actually get a good result in tournament, if you say, I'm just gonna play Go, I'm gonna do Sumego, I read pro game, I will automatically get a good result in tournament. Not necessarily. Many people have fallen there already, Anti included. Please consider about those factors if you are saying, I'm going to play a tournament and I want to get a good result, not just going there to have fun. If you are just going there to have fun, have fun. Yeah, this is something important I guess I need to tell today. I want to share with all of you. Yeah, so here, let's say Zeno is asking that question. Yeah, can Black consider something else from the outside other than Q6? I believe so, but Q6 is simple.
That's why I don't understand why people party between tournament days. Yeah. I usually don't go like too late there. Like I love to like go to sauna, for example, in Finnish tournaments, but I don't want to stay for too long because like the worse you sleep, the worse you perform the next day. And also I never drink, so yeah. I'm going to have fun and getting food results accidentally. Good results.
Yeah.
Good results.
Yeah, but then okay, we have a question here. Yeah, Leno said that I never go to parties, never understood that either. Yeah. How did someone enjoy the parties and win the European champion?
Yeah.
That's supposed not to happen, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Let's make it right this time. Yeah. That's supposed not to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but let's consider about those factors. That is important, and I would say that is my value. That is my value, because here I understand people. Not only let's say many people think, okay, Jeff, you are actually useful to your student because you analyze the opponent for them, right? Yes, but that's not the only thing, or that's not even the main thing. I analyze my student themselves. What they are good at, what they are not good at, what they can handle by themselves, what they cannot. Is about those kind of tournament related factors, so to maximize their chance to win. And when you have me, then let's say that's part of my work. When you are doing it yourself, please consider about that part of work. That's necessary to consider about.
Yeah. It can happen if they are just that much better. Well, I think in this case it's just that the chance didn't happen. Like the chance is never 0 or 1. So like it's not that they were better, but that just didn't happen. Like sometimes when you sleep bad, sometimes it doesn't affect. Sometimes you don't make too many mistakes, but it certainly increases the chance to make mistakes when you sleep bad or party or whatever. But yeah, like sometimes it doesn't happen. That doesn't mean that like when sometimes it doesn't happen that you shouldn't take that into consideration. Of course you should. You should always sleep better and like not party if you want to be if you want to limit the chance of making those mistakes.
Yeah, just want to, because Zeno is asking about this question about Q6, and this is something I want to tell anyway, so I want to share with everyone of us.
Recently played a tournament and had 2 nights of 4 hours sleep only, got first place. Not sure how. Well, yeah, there also your sleep didn't affect, luckily, but like...
It may.
Yeah, it may, and that's why you should sleep better.
Yeah. Yeah, when, let's say, here you say, I didn't really concern too much about those factors. It didn't really affect me in this tournament, and I still get to perform good. But
yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Next time, not be you might not be that lucky.
Yes, so you please still consider about it. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, let's continue here. So you can see that's why black take all simple choices. And so far, I wouldn't say white. Let's say white. This one is actually a bomb. Yeah, let's say at his backyard. Here, that can potentially undermine him. Otherwise, I think white did fine as well. Okay.
Oh yeah, wasn't by choice. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Since we are still talking, there's always also a chance. I have done everything possible. Accidents still happen. That can also happen.
Yeah.
But well, I tried my best. It's kind of like I play Go. I did my best, and eventually I didn't win. That's fine. To me, that's fine.
If your baseline is tired or hungover, you don't need to mind about that.
Yeah.
I feel like the difference between good and bad sleep is at least 2 stones for me.
Yeah. Here we are talking about sleep. Sleep is of course a big one. Remember, there's more. There's far more than that. It can easily be, for example, before the game, what you are doing there. Some people actually, like, I still remember some people is doing Sumego before a game. Okay, that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's not necessarily a bad thing. To some people, that can be good. If, because I know some of my students, to do Sumego, to them is kind of like listening to music. It may make them calm down. Then good.
Yeah.
Then good. If you say, I do Sumego because I didn't really do too much and then I need to make my reading sharp right before a game, you are killing yourself. Yeah. That is actually the difference here. But you can see here, there's more than one factor here. You need to consider about. If it's just sleep, then it's easy.
Yeah. Life can be complicated. All the things that you can that can affect the tournament. You should try to control as much as you can.
Yes. Don't easily do too much Sumego right before a tournament. Because let's say in the tournament it is important you make your mind clear on in general what you are doing. You are doing Sumego, you are actually training your reading ability, but actually your reading ability wouldn't really improve too much just let's say 20 minutes before your game, but you actually take away your actually command of chief in your mind. Yeah,
that's like you lift weights just before like weightlifting competition. Like your brain is muscle. And if you're like nobody does that in weightlifting competition. Okay, I'm going to train a little bit first. Like you're just training out your muscles before the competition. Like why would you do that? No one would do that with like these muscles. Like I don't have muscles, but anyway, so the of course you can do some warm up, like Freda is saying, but warm up is not like that you do like one book worth of Sumegos or whatever. So like you can do some kind of warm up for sure. Like runners are doing warm up and those weightlifters are doing some kind of warm up, but you don't do like heavy lifting. You don't do like too much running or whatever before the competition. So similarly, you don't use your brain juices out before the competition, and you have to use the brain because you have limited amount of that brain juice there. You don't it is going to run out. Yeah, let's say once again, if you say, for example, I'm doing Sumego before a tournament, and doing those Sumego is kind of like to me doing like listening to music is relaxed, assuming the Sumego is not that difficult. That is fine. Yeah. But if you are actually eating up your actually mind power to do that, you are killing yourself. Yeah, that's why, like, for example, light jogging before the running competition might be warm up. So similarly, light Jumego might be warm up for your
Yeah.
brain.
Yeah, so Fansharp said here, you do some easy-ish Sumigo shortly
Yeah.
before tournament. That is
Yeah.
fun because that's kind of like relaxation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of like a light walk
Yeah.
before the running competition. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay, but yeah, here I guess we get the point here. Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, let's come back to the game. And so here, when Ant is taking all the relaxation, let's say the easy choices, Stanislav actually want to push. But this push, this is probably out of his habit. And I remember in this game, there's one thing important. I guess many of you who have watched this tournament, you know that Antti in almost all the games, let's say when it comes down to the second half of the game, he was far leading on time.
Mm.
And at this point, if I remember correctly, Stanislav is running low on time already.
Yeah.
And so he played this move kind of by his instinct, and he didn't notice Keima, 2-space jump, Keima, and then because of that, even this jump become fragile.
Yeah.
So he pushed very hard, and this can be dangerous.
Mm.
Yeah.
I forgot we had a game to look at. Yeah,
We can
sometimes.
also, I mean, we can actually take some specific time to talk.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
fine.
sure, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, for now, let's continue this one. But actually, that topic actually can be interesting and important. And that can be actually a continuation from my last year's about how to prepare before a tournament topic.
Yeah, that's why I would like to sometimes have like talking
Just to
streams.
talk.
If we have like, if we for example don't have like a game some week, we might just talk about like how to get strong at tournaments or whatever, like that kind of like a general topic. But it is hard to sometimes to get to those topics because it's kind of like, well, let's talk about something. Like we have to kind of like prepare something, or if someone has some good topic, then we can go. But this like very often comes just naturally. Like now it just happened naturally that we
Yeah,
have
it
more
happens.
to talk about.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's hard to do that forced, but like, but yeah, sometimes we might do like we tried that like was it last year that we had like a few like talking streams. We talk about generally something, but yeah. Is there a link to this tournament prep lecture, or what was it? We don't have it. I mean, I was just talking about like that could be a good like good good kind of stream to have. Like we haven't had those. Yeah.
Wait, is there a link to this tournament preparation lecture? That's his question.
Tournament preparation lecture.
So that's he's talking about last year. I think the Paris one. Are you talking about that one? The Paris one? Because I was talking about the tournament preparation, how to prepare for a tournament last year. Yeah. Let's say, yeah. I think that's what he meant. Yeah.
Maybe that one.
Yeah.
So in YouTube.
Yeah. I don't think I don't think Miko completely understood me there.
So was it the Paris?
Yeah, I think it's Paris. I have Paris 1 and 2. Yes.
Paris 1 and 2. So here's the link to Paris 1.
Yeah, and I think the next one will be Paris 2 is here.
Wow, that's a huge link that I posted.
Below.
Paris 2 is
yeah.
Is it that one that Sego posted? I should do this to
Aha, that's a shorter one.
That's a shorter one. Is this the one? That's the number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
What was this? Oh, there was also like a NGD lecture. Thanks, Jacob. Yeah. Yeah. Good material.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess now we can move on.
Yep.
Yeah, so here, the shape here is a little bit fragile. I believe if Stanislav has more time, he probably will going to pay more attention on this. But he's in shortage of time. He was under time pressure. Yeah, so time here, in this game, it made a difference. I had talked about that in NGD lecture. Did I?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember about that myself anymore. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, my memory nowadays is very low. It's something, for example, something happened yesterday, and then today I talk about it, I don't remember. Yeah. Okay, I have talked about that in the lecture. Thanks. Okay, yeah. So here the shape is very fragile and it will be punished. And anti start from here. Yeah, this one, you just look at this and the nature of this group. And anti keep adding stones around here.
Yeah.
This one has to be, let's say, the spot to start everything with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so black has to start from here as well, because if he want to cut from this direction. We have another link.
This, yeah, that's the one. Sega posted that earlier. There.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same one.
Yeah, it's the same one. It looks slightly different, but okay.
Yeah,
same
there's
one.
like app channel Nordic code.
Okay.
Just there.
Yeah, okay, it's HU4. Okay, yes. Okay, yeah, let's continue. So here, yeah, and of course, anti runs out. Starting from this point, this game will be decided soon. Actually, you know, here, when anti plays like this, I feel like, okay, this will be a long game, very long game. I was optimistic for anti, but I don't see he's ahead.
Yeah, it was tight.
Yeah, I don't see he's ahead. But after this exchange, okay, this game will be decided soon. Yeah, especially Stanislav doesn't have much time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so black turn here is aiming at this shape problem.
Yeah.
I have to say, when I'm at this position, I already feel comfortable when I was watching this game. Because this group is not alive. And there's no eye. Here, black push anytime, there's no eye either.
Yeah.
You only have half eye around here.
Yeah.
And you need to run out from black this many people.
Yeah.
And you also cannot lose too much around here.
Yeah.
So this moment I already feel like black shouldn't be able to lose this one. Yeah. And Stanislav tried very hard.
Yeah.
He knows he needs to come from this direction, and he's trying to also give black pressure. I would say this is a good endeavor.
Yeah.
And he tried very hard. And yeah, so black is still saying, okay, next move I'm gonna capture like this. Yeah, the problem you can see normally this shape, how can black do this? I just attack from here, but this group cannot die. Yeah. So this attack is possible, and then black can pave the way for this attack. White is a little bit too busy.
Yeah.
And I have to say, anti this move surprised me. I fully expect this go down. This is the red shape, right? Yeah. So I'm just saying that is why on Saturday, this semi-final day, I feel like anti in the second half he's tired. How can he play this one? He understands the shape way better than I do. He knows that this one is clearly go down, and he plays the connection. I'm very surprised to see this kind of move.
Yeah.
Looks somewhat scary. Why? Black is alive. Black is alive everywhere. Question is, will white die or not? Yeah, to me here, this situation is about will white die or will white live. Black everywhere is alive.
Yeah.
So this kind of game will end up as black win or we go to end game. And so basically there's no bad result to black, but there can be a good result to black. So it's kind of like this can be a black match point. Black get the match point, black win. Black doesn't get the match point, game continue. So it's not scary to black. But still, yeah, this move, when white gets the Atari, this is a little bit annoying as for white actually keeps quite some territory around here.
Yeah.
To me, this is very annoying. But yeah, I'm still surprised the anti didn't. Yeah, this is very clearly the shape.
Yeah. Where's the disadvantages in this one?
Yeah, the thing is, that evening he has to be tired. So in both evenings he was tired. This game, there's no consequence. Just like Zeno said, I didn't really sleep well, but okay, I still win the tournament. This game is basically he's tired, but he win the game anyway. And the next game he didn't.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this game, as long as you, for example, anti play in the day, you give anti 100 games he will gonna play the C13. There wouldn't be a single one he played this connection. So this attack is a bit annoying. So white got quite something here. And black, normally here black has this kind of stuff. Yeah, this kind of stuff, and you can hear a lot of income. But how can you let this group go?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So even though here there's that kind of shape, you cannot do this. So black is forced to attack from this direction, and white take. Yeah, this is very painful to let white take here. And this attack is also weird. I don't get it. Why does he attack at this point?
Yeah.
Decent. Yeah. And white is trying very hard. Yeah, actually, because with this, suddenly black was under pressure because you give white a penalty here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once again here, I saw this, and to me that's very clearly a mistake. I'm not sure if AI says that's a mistake, but to me that's very clearly a mistake. And Auntie is no longer the one I'm serving for. I didn't really ask Auntie. Yeah, that move. Yeah, why you didn't decent? Were you too tired? I cannot discuss with him about specific. I can only generally say I can feel you are tired.
Yeah. Hello, Dan.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Yeah, and white keep pressing. Actually, at this point, I thought white might be back to the game already. And if I were white, I might just capture this. I might just capture this, but that's not Stanislav's style. Stanislav's style is keep pushing.
Yeah.
And yeah, this move is very annoying. Yeah.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm not sure if this move he should do that, but I believe white cannot do this. That's not possible.
Yeah, this is horrible.
I believe he cannot do this. However, yeah, as I have mentioned here, yeah, people does this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of continuous.
All right.
Yeah, that is why, let's say, maybe, I mean, if we put this game into AI, I believe AI will gonna say, this move is not possible, we need to, for example, go back.
Yeah, I remember I was watching this with AI, and that was like one of the biggest drops.
Yeah. However, to human, actually, it's white should already go back.
Yeah.
Because when you do this is continuous. It has to happen. Yeah. So white spend a move here, basically, white put himself into coffee. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Because this one you have to answer.
This is horrible.
And like this, the black group is alive, insane.
Yeah.
And when black get to put here, how to continue. So that's kind of, yeah, it's directly finished.
Yeah.
But I still want to say that probably this is the move. But actually, this is the one, let's say, from our perspective, that actually triggered all the problem. I can still see here, if white has just simply captured this one, this is a very long game. Yeah, so this game eventually, partially, is decided by time. Partially because of style or Stanislav, his preference. Yeah, he's not the type who goes backwards. He always goes forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine this game, Luke can take over this fight, Luke can do this. Yeah.
And Anti's used to those kind of like specific detail things that they played in the beginning. So he's playing those a little bit faster than Stanislav is. Stanislav used a lot of time there.
Yeah.
So that also killed his game.
Yeah. However, here you can see actually, we can already see this second half of the game. Anti's tired. I actually worry about here. What if this area, it end up as something very peaceful?
Yeah.
And then this game is stretched for long, Anti might lose it.
Yeah.
Because he's tired. I still cannot believe he played this connection. Yeah. Because that's too simple.
Yeah.
I guess here, not only me feel like that. Many of us here just look at it. Yeah, this is clearly C30.
Yeah.
Yeah, then the rest is just a walkover. In my language, it's walkover because white struggles. Yeah, white tries everything there, but yeah, it doesn't really do much. Yeah. So it's kind of like the game is suddenly over because white went over aggressively. Yeah. Otherwise, it would have been a long game and anything can happen.
Interesting that he read somewhat precise life right after the odd connection. Well, you mean this one? read something like this. I guess this is also like a shape point. And
Yeah,
like,
that's not so difficult to figure out.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was just about like white answering like and black just by
That's a fully just shape.
yeah, very simple ones.
Mm.
There's not much else you can do here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. Yeah, the descent diagram seems less easy than the descent.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Seems.
Yeah, but okay, so I guess after we look at this game and those moments I have talked to you about, I guess you understand why that evening I gave Antti that warning.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is, yeah, so the problem still happened. Yeah, problem still happened. I'm not sure because I actually have no idea. I gave Antti the warning how much he has taken.
Yeah.
Because Antti is probably still the same Antti that I'm way better than my opponent.
Yeah.
I will just win it. In go.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, now he got a very good lesson from that. I guess like because he said like he learned a thing or two from this tournament. That like,
yeah.
I hope that this was the one of the things that he learned.
He did. Yeah. He did. I mean, in the game with Ishida Sensei, I'm not sure. Yeah. So you have seen that game. I have seen that game already. Yeah. In his game with Ishida Sensei, when after he got a decisive lead, he actually didn't really go with his habit on going for maximum anymore. Instead, he actually decided to play relatively more solid one instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and he, I think he has learned from the game with Mateusz. So yeah, which actually caused some unnecessary complication.
Yeah, Antti's game with Ishida is in YouTube also.
Well, you can think it that way, but you know, those kind of way better, even more way better, is very hard. It's very hard. Yeah. Instead, it is much easier. You pay attention on those kind of tournament specific factors to prepare yourself well.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you climb a mountain. The higher you climb, the harder it is to take the next step forward.
Yeah.
So you say, okay, let's just get myself even more way better. That's challenging. Yeah, I would definitely say like that. And my work, mostly my work is to make sure, or to do my best to do my best to make sure my student in the tournament can actually show his strengths in his games. At least I maximize their chance to win. Yeah, and so Antti's part is actually to make those students become better Go player in Go part. Yeah.
The loss wasn't Go anymore. I checked when upper left start. If Antti pass, he's still up by 15. That's.
Oh yeah.
That's tough.
I know. Yeah.
Passing to win.
You can.
Yeah, it isn't like a Go, so that's why you should limit the other factors. That like, no matter how strong you are, no matter how good at you get to the climbing to the highest mountain, you might still fall. You might still slip. That happens because you're a human. Mistakes happen. So no matter how strong you are in Go, it never removes completely a chance to make those stupid mistakes. So that's why you should limit the chance to make those stupid mistakes, which is to sleep better and take those other things into account.
Freda.
Not saying strong enough because you lost by time having a heart attack.
I'm not sure if we compare it that way. Freda, you know, do you remember last year when we talked? After you won the small final, I said history was made. Remember that? If you remember that, you know here, after years or decades, when people check about okay, so who was the European pro and who was the best European pro back to the time around that time, people will only notice Mateus Surma's name on the top. That's a problem because history was made, and that cannot be rewritten. And about okay, how the game exactly goes, I'm not sure how many people we're gonna remember that. We do because we watched that game and it's not long ago.
Yeah.
But to most people, they wouldn't. History only remembers the winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's any problem, that is. Yeah, of course we have seen the game and we know that okay, Anti's still way better than Mateus. Yes,
Yeah.
but that wouldn't last for too long.
But at least we know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it is important. Yeah, let's say last year you won the small final because that is actually the best player from Nordic countries that has ever achieved.
History.
Yeah. Yeah, but okay. I guess about this game, there's not too much.
Ante needs to win EGC.
Well, will Nihonkin allow him to? That has to be after his retirement. But if, I think I have talked to Ante in person about this. If after your retirement from Nihonkin, you'll be kind of old player, and you'll come to European Championship, and you'll become European champion.
Yeah.
Will I root for you? Hell no. Because, I mean, if Ante at the year 50 something or 60, and then Ante become European champion.
So what does it tell about that?
And then what are we working for? We are working for all those young students. What are we working for?
Yeah.
That will be tragedy.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not gonna root for him to win European championship. Yeah.
Foreign pros can't participate in EGC, but if he resigns, I mean, like.
You'll be resigned from Nihonkin?
Then he's just European, right?
Yeah. Sure, he can. I know that he can. But at the moment, I don't think he can. At the moment, if he wants to play European Championship, it requires Nihonkin permission. And I don't think Nihonkin will gonna let him do.
Yeah.
I think the it doesn't matter what kind of tournament it is. Ante play any kind of European tournament, it requires the Nihonkin's permission. And this tournament, Nihonkin give the green light because this is a pro championship. Yeah. So it is pro against pro. And the European Championship, there are amateur players and Japanese people may actually think differently. That is the problem.
But can he play even if he finally retires? And
yes, then he can because then after he retired, Nihonkin has no control on him.
But can he play as a kind of like a European pro and win the championship and be the European champion?
Yes.
So there's no limit. Oh, but okay.
Yeah, sure. Then
and Katani money too. Sure.
Yeah, you definitely can, but that first requires so Nihonkin cannot control him.
Yeah.
In general, has to be European. Yeah, sure. So Ante is European. Ante is European. Ante is not Japanese.
Yeah.
The people has asked me, Jeff, when you were gonna play in European Championship, I need to be a Finn first.
Yeah.
Then I can. But probably I will not gonna be interested because I cannot win it, and also I would prefer my student win it. Yeah, but okay. To be honest, I cannot win it.
But you can play that to kick off the other players, and when you are in the finals with your student,
when I lose,
then you lose.
All right. No, I'm not a Finnish citizen. No, at least not yet. That is why to study Finnish language is not still a thing. Every day after my wake up, I do homework. Yeah, homework. I read an hour homework before I do anything else in Finnish. That's necessary. Yeah.
And it became just harder because of the basic Finns in the government.
I don't think that matters much. they will not gonna change this kind of law.
I mean, they changed already something. All promised that they are going to change. So the language test might be harder, for example, and stuff like that.
No, then they need to leave European Union because that is the European standard.
That's the European standard.
That's the European standard. That's those kind of B1. Yeah, B1. That's the European standard. Yeah. So unless the Finnish party decide to leave European Union, otherwise you can't do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry too much about that. If Jonas can, you know why Jonas can win, Fred? I hope you understand why Jonas can win it. Should I talk about this on this one? Freda, if you don't mind, I would like to talk about this topic when we meet there in the Congress. I shouldn't talk about this one here in public about that topic.
Are there Finns too who cannot speak Finnish?
Yes.
Well, yeah, but
yes, because
if you're born in Finland, for example.
Not only that, here I can give a little bit. Yeah, and Freda will be happy. In order to become a Finnish citizen, you need to have the B1 language certificate in Swedish, in Finnish or Swedish in Finland.
Yeah, sure.
In Finnish
yeah.
or Swedish. So technically you can actually pass in Swedish.
Yeah.
The problem is I know close to zero Swedish.
But Swedish would be easier actually for you because like you know English.
I know. The problem is back to a few years ago, you guys told me to not study Swedish, study Finnish because you are living in Finland. So I was on that route already.
Yeah, and I guess you should. I mean, like you are already done so much for the Finnish. So like I guess you could finish it, but like finish the Finnish. But anyway, like Swedish would have been like easier route.
Swedish would have been an easier route if I have done so already back from several years ago. Now it's not because I already had know quite some English, quite some Finnish.
Yeah. Why would you learn Swedish if you want to live in Finland though? Not all Finns speak. Like, yeah, that's the reason why we said like to learn Finnish because like even the 5% of Swedish speakers, even from those, most of them understand Finnish also. So, like most Finns, like know Finnish, so you should learn Finnish when you are living in Finland. We would still say that to you. but if you are just thinking about the test, that would be like a easier route if you want to cheat.
Yeah, that's a cheating way. I agree. That's a cheating way.
That's the cheating way.
Yeah, I think as my current pace of study, probably still like a year to go. Probably still like a year. I actually noticed, this is something later after our stream I need to ask Miko because my those app is already only have repeated content. I can hardly get to study new words. Yeah, so that is something to be checked.
Well, new words you can by just talking Finnish. like me and the people in Go Club and yeah.
Jag säger Finnish. Give me a sentence.
That sentence.
Okay. Voitko sinä sanoa lausen somessa? What is the for us? I don't know. For us. I don't know how to say for us.
You know us?
Meillä?
Meille.
Okay. Okay, I need to guess.
And it was suomeksi.
Suomeksi. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, then that is the part I always do things wrong. Those kind of partitive stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I understood everything, so like that doesn't matter that much.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Clap.
Because this one I happen to know every single word.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, so when will Antti play another time in this kind of European competition?
Yeah, let's hope that it will be like sometime in the near future, but like you never know because like your theory is very like a very good one that like they might just play it live and they don't have money to like get Antti there and they also have 8 players, so
yeah.
I
hope next time the war's over and we got Ilya. To me,
Yeah.
that's super important.
Yeah.
That's super important.
And
Otherwise,
then we get Ilya versus Antti.
yeah. Otherwise, yeah, people will gonna keep saying, "Hey, even if you win, there's no Ilya. Is that really the best in Europe?"
Yeah.
Yeah, the people will always say, and I agree.
Yeah.
You didn't get to play with Ilya.
Yeah.
And I hope yeah, this is actually time is actually pretty important because think about how old they are. A few more years, they may actually not at their best anymore, and then the younger generation will gonna rise up. The story will be different.
Yeah.
Yeah. And okay, this part I hope Miko doesn't mind. I take over a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I know Antti has a habit that he often check our stream afterwards. And there's one thing I want to talk to Antti here. I especially want to talk to Antti here, okay? I hope Antti will gonna listen carefully. 2013, exactly 10 years ago, it was a summer. It was European Championship in Poland.
Poland.
Yeah, European Championship in Poland.
Nothing wrong with Poland, but my result was there, like very bad there. So that's why the shivers.
That was the European Championship quarterfinal. I fully expected you beat Mataru Surma. You lost to him surprisingly. This time, in 10 years, this is the European Pro Championship. In the final, we play again against Mataru Surma. I fully expected you win. Everybody expected you win.
Yeah.
You didn't. When do you plan to pay me back?
In 10 years?
Another 10 years? I don't think I have another 10 years to wait for. This is something, this is a message I want to send to Antti.
Yeah.
Mataru Surma is our problem.
Yeah. We have to beat him.
Alright, okay. I just want to send this message to Antti.
I also remember like when we first met Surma 2008 in Swedish Congress.
2008 already.
Yeah,
okay.
And Antti was there also. Yeah, you weren't there. But
Yeah, I wasn't there. Yeah, to me, Mataru Surma is actually a historical problem that has left back from 10 years ago. Initially, I thought, let's say, last Sunday, just 5 days ago, this thing will be cleared up, especially after the first half. Okay, cleared up, done. Okay, you don't owe me anything. Finished. Yeah, and so not only our viewers want you to play another European event soon, we all do, me especially. Yeah, that's the message I want to leave. Okay, I guess then I'm done. I leave the rest to Miko.
Yeah, so next week we will still have a stream, but then I will go to my parents because I have 1 week off before the Congress. So I will use that to be with my parents and relax before the Congress. To like charge my brain juices for the Congress, because like we were talking about today that you should use your brain juices well. And
yeah, okay. So since Miko mentioned this, I need to tell once more. I think this weekend and the next weekend I don't. Especially this weekend we will not gonna have any major European event. So for us, on our hand, we only have a European Pro Championship. And if you want something differently, especially for our next stream, it can be your opportunity. Supply us something.
Yeah, so there's the game suggestions channel on Discord.
Yeah.
If you want to post your suggestions, what to talk about next week. So yeah, post there if you have any ideas.
Yeah.
But and then YouTube, I will post the previous 3 streams and also of course this one and the next one before Congress. The 3 previous ones are already there, but they're not public, as I talked about it already in the beginning of the stream. It's a more complicated way to post them if I want to edit the first part out, so I'm thinking about not doing that in the future, but just leave the time stamps. You can already see the timestamps in this year's streams. I did them today, so I hope that would help to find the beginning of the stream and beginning of the first game and second game and so on. But yeah, NGD, check out that one. Speaking of Antti, Antti has some good articles there also on the
Yeah.
webpage, so check out those. And consider to join to NGD to get some good reviews and yeah, preparation, for example, for the Congress and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about it. So yeah, see you next week. See you next week. And before we go, let's see if there's anyone else streaming. Go. Not many options, but there's Glossius and Mirthurtle. Should we go there?
Sure, that's your habit.
Yeah, to support the.
Or
What?
No, not a poll.
Right. Mirthurtle. Yeah. So see you next week.
yeah. Bye.
Bye.